these steel cage matches will have a parental advisory. But with that said, are you guys ready for some steel cage Green Mountain Wrestling?
Wrestling fans, the time has come.
Johnny Pierce in the house.
The time that we have all been anxiously awaiting. The anticipation has built for the past 2 months. And I would be lying if I said that I weren't incredibly worried. Welcome back to the action, folks. Green Mountain Wrestling's Caged Mayhem is about to come to a head. The first of a double main event inside a steel cage about to go down. My name is Peter DeLonge. Thank you so much for joining us once again. And I have to be honest with you, my attitude here has become a bit more serious. I enjoy calling professional wrestling. I love professional wrestling. I love my position here, being able to watch and enjoy and talk to you fans as we watch along together. But this situation is different. It is serious and it is dangerous. Last time we were here on St. Patrick's Day, it became clear to me that there was no way to avoid Diego Alvarez and Johnny Pierce tearing each other apart. So I wanted to make it so that we could keep the fans here safe. I put them in a steel cage. However, I'm incredibly nervous because this could mean potentially the end of one or both of their careers. Not only is the structure dangerous, but their attitudes and their composure going into this matchup is dangerous as well. Diego Alvarez has been told that he has been in the shadow of Johnny Pierce the entire time that they teamed as the Cold Hard Guapos. They said that Diego Alvarez hid behind the monster of a man. They said that the only reason that the team was so successful was because Johnny Pierce was there to lead them to victory. Diego Alvarez has stated that he is ready to prove the doubters wrong. He has seen the light. He has seen his problematic views head on. He has seen his mistakes, and he is now ready to face them and right them. But will that be what happens? Will he right his mistakes, or will he right the end of his career right here in front of the Barre Elks in Barre, Vermont? We no longer have to wait to find out because it's about to go down.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a steel cage match. The only way to win is by pinfall, submission, or if the referee deems a competitor unable to continue. This match is sponsored by our tag team partner in Pearl Street Pizza. Introducing our competitors. First, in this corner, being accompanied by Selena Hekate. He hails from Pierce Mountain, standing at 6 feet, 6 inches tall, weighing in at 304 pounds, the cold, hard truth, Johnny Pierce.
Somehow he looks even more monstrous inside that cage.
Coming from Guapo territory, weighing in at 192 pounds, Papi Guapo Diego Alvarez.
It's do or die for Papi Guapo. Tonight he's going to prove to himself and everyone else that he was never using Johnny Pierce as a crutch, or he goes down in flames and Pierce stands tall. And before we get going, we got to make sure that we give a huge shout out to our sponsor for this matchup, Pearl Street Pizza, the best slice in Vermont. Make sure to swing over to Pearl Street Pizza if you're ever in the area. Definitely a place to go after the matchup. Many of us have gone there for a slice afterwards to enjoy Pearl Street Pizza. Thanks so much for once again sponsoring the action here at Green Mountain Wrestling and for sponsoring independent wrestling in Vermont. tension is starting to set in for both men. The door is locked. The chain is fastened. Adam Brunton in there could possibly become collateral damage in this battle. Green Mountain Wrestling Management needs to start looking for potential replacements for officials here at Green Mountain Wrestling. Diego Alvarez meeting him in the middle, not backing down, proving that he is ready for this. Win or lose, Diego Alvarez is not backing down. Closed fist, and it doesn't matter. They're in a cage, folks. There's no rules here. Ducks the clothesline. Continuing shot after shot on Johnny Pierce. Ducks another one. Alvarez is going to have to rely on his speed and agility here. He needs to keep moving and continue to be fast. Because if Johnny Pierce gets his hands on him, this may turn for the worse. Raining down closed fists on the forehead of Johnny Pierce. The cold hard truth, feeling the punishment. The frustration that has been building up for months from Diego Alvarez. Crowd wants to see it again. I never thought I would hear the crowd cheering for Diego Alvarez all the time that he's spoken to the crowd so poorly. But a man has had a complete turnaround, realized his mistakes. And really turned things around for himself. And hopefully here's his career. Oh no, Johnny Pierce scoops him up. Snake Eyes in the top turnbuckle in the corner. And the laced off boot takes Diego Alvarez down. See the very dangerous Selena Hekate on the outside. All eyes need to be continuously watching her. Because there's no way that she's out here just to watch. She's out here with a purpose. And now Johnny Pierce grinding the face and head of Diego Alvarez into the cage. It's the dangerous nature of this kind of matchup. You're surrounded by danger. You're surrounded by things that your opponent can use against you. Your entire environment is a danger to you at all times. And Johnny Pierce doing what he's probably dreamt of doing for so long, just burying his boot in the face of Diego Alvarez. When he turned on his partner, you can tell that it wasn't a spontaneous thing. You can tell that he's wanted to do it for a while. It's been bubbling up inside of him for a long time. And to be fair, I can't blame him. Because Diego Alvarez didn't treat him very well from time to time. But Alvarez was always the one to breathe deep and bring it back and try to talk sense to the big man and remind him that they are a unit. Unfortunately, Johnny Pierce has been pushed away too often to come back for the last time. Johnny Pierce is on his own now. Johnny Pierce is at his most dangerous right now. And now Johnny Pierce is trying to grind the life, squeeze the life force out of Diego Alvarez. We keep mentioning about the ever-present upcoming introduction of the Green Mountain Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. And you know Johnny Pierce has his eyes on that. You know he's going to be throwing his hat into that ring once it comes up. A win in this cage is going to skyrocket him in the rankings. Alvarez trying his best to fight back. Hooking him up for a suplex. No, just too much weight. Can't get him up. Reversing it. Johnny Pierce holding him up. And letting him come crashing down. Alvarez writhing in pain. He's been tossed into the cage multiple times. Had his face ground against the chain link. Pierce just slowly, methodically picking him apart. Relishing in the fact that he gets to do it in front of people who now consider themselves fans of Diego Alvarez. Scoops him up. Looking for the run-it-up power slam. Wait, no! Sending him face first into the cage. And Pierce taking his time now. Almost having fun with it. And the kick to the lower back while Diego Alvarez's spine was prone bent him halfway back in the wrong direction. Nasty stuff. And burying a shoulder into the side of the skull. Oh! Short arm clothesline takes him down. Can't help but feel responsible for what's going on right now. I was the one who made the call to put him in a steel cage. And of course my mind goes to the worst case scenario, which I don't want to see and I won't even mention. Side slam now, going for the cover. And I know deep down Johnny Pierce knew. He knew in his soul that that wasn't going to be able to finish off Papi Guapo. He knew there was plenty more to go. That's why he didn't give a good, solid pin. He wanted to showboat a little bit. He wanted to just get into the mind of the fans here. He wanted to get into the mind of Diego Alvarez. He wanted to let him know that he's just one step closer to the finish of this matchup being a defeat for Diego Alvarez. What a powerbomb! Alvarez having trouble just rolling on his side. I mean, this is starting to get uncomfortable. Selena Hekate on the outside, unsympathetic to the situation. And really, Diego Alvarez asked for more. He wanted a fight. I said that he could have a fight, but he wanted more. So perhaps the blame can also lay on Diego Alvarez. But the man is risking it all. He's gambling, and he's betting on himself. Something that he hasn't done since he teamed up with Johnny Pierce. He even admitted perhaps he was leaning a little bit too much on Johnny Pierce. But now, Pierce has him up on his shoulder again. Going for another, no, wait a minute. Fights out, comes from behind, rising uppercut to the corner. Alvarez starting to psych himself up. Oh no. By the throat. Looking for that sick choke slam right in the center of the ring. Pierce goes for the cover. No. Alvarez still in this. Alvarez still in it. Pierce looking a bit frustrated now, was hoping that chokeslam was going to end it. Perhaps he wasn't counting on the fight, the amount of fight within Diego Alvarez. Perhaps none of us were really. Perhaps none of us gave him the credit that he should have had the entire time. Alvarez, Johnny Pierce saying this is it, calling for something. Going to unfamiliar territory. Johnny Pierce up to the second rope. We don't very often see him up here. Looking to drop an elbow now. Takes the elbow pad off. Exposed bone coming down from the middle. And Alvarez saw it coming and got out of the way. The adrenaline pumping through his veins now. Alvarez back up to his feet. Pierce turns around. Alvarez firing off on Pierce again. Looking to prove to Johnny Pierce that perhaps the cold hard truth all along was that he never needed him. Still step up enziguri. The big man staggers, needing the ropes to come back up to his feet. Hand around the throat once again, looking for another choke slam. Pierce sets him up, picks him up, no! Alvarez turns it around! Neck breaker! Neck breaker by Papi Guapo. Kick to the midsection. Going for the neck breaker once again. No swim pivot this time, folks. He's all business. Not here to hot dog. He wants to punish Johnny Pierce. He wants to prove his point. He wants to make an appearance. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe he's having some fun in there. A third neck breaker goes for the cover. No! Boy, they just look like Selena Hekate and Johnny Pierce just exchanged some specific dialogue. It looked like she was going for the cage. Oh no! Selena Hekate delivering a low blow to the security guard on the outside as Diego Alvarez jumps from the ropes with a splash, but not able to capitalize it. Hekate's got a key. Selena Hekate has a key. What the hell does she think she's doing? The cage door is open. Breaks up the pin. You gotta be kidding me. And the look of disgust and shock on the face of Diego Alvarez is the look on all of our faces. The slap across the face, and Diego. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Filipina Heat is coming down to the ring! The great equalizer! She's got Hekate! But Johnny Pierce just delivered a low blow! The low blow to Diego Alvarez! Alvarez never saw it coming! And now Valentine is running Selena Hekate off! She's a non-factor for the rest of the matchup! The cage being locked back up once again! Now Valentine making sure that there will be no more interference, but perhaps the damage has already been done! Johnny Pierce has come to! Alvarez back up to his feet! Spear! Spear! Cuts Alvarez in half! Not like this! Oh! Alvarez is still in it! Diego Alvarez is digging deep tonight, folks! Alvarez has something to prove! It's gonna take more than has ever been done to take down Diego Alvarez. More than he's ever taken. More punishment than he's ever endured. Diego Alvarez is on another level tonight. But will it be enough? Out of the way just in time, head first into the steel cage, goes Johnny Pierce. Alvarez has an opportunity. He needs to capitalize. Pierce back up to his feet, stunned. Hooks him up. Fisherman suplex with the hook. Oh! Not enough. Not enough to keep the cold hard truth down. Back to even playing fields as both men laid out, feeling every bit of the punishment that they both endured thus far. Pierce crawling, grasping for anything he can to pull himself up. Alvarez, the heart, the fight, the willpower in this man is unbelievable tonight. Firing off on his former tag team partner, his former friend, his former ally, the man who turned his back on him right in front of this crowd here at the Barre Elks in Barre, Vermont all those months ago. Oh, straight shot right to the jaw. Alvarez could be out. Oh no, the eyes in the back of his head. The running up power slam. Johnny Pierce nails it. Nowhere for Alvarez to go. Still moving, still fighting, still refusing to give up. And the message is sent. The message is clear. No matter what Pierce does to him. Oh no! Choke! No! No! He's choking the life out of him! Call for the bell already! It's over! My God!
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee is Team Diego, unable to continue. Therefore, your winner, Johnny Pierce!
He sent a clear message to Pierce saying, forget it, I'll never give up. You'll never get me to quit. The one-finger salute, showing it without a doubt. So Pierce, realizing the only thing he could do was literally choke him into unconsciousness. Johnny Pierce stands tall with the victory and establishes himself as one of the most destructive forces in Green Mountain Wrestling. Let's not forget it was with the help of Selena Hekate, with the key coming in, breaking up the pin, and allowing the distraction that led to the low blow. But Johnny Pierce will walk out of this matchup with his arm raised high and even more dangerous than he ever has been. However, let's not get lost in the sauce. Let's not bury the lead, folks. Diego Alvarez proved something tonight. He proved to Johnny Pierce. He proved to Green Mountain Wrestling Management. And he proved to you and me that the folks that said that Johnny Pierce was the only reason that Diego Alvarez found success were wrong. Diego Alvarez can stand on his own. Diego Alvarez proved to all of us, and he proved to himself, that he does not need Johnny Pierce. All he needs to do is bet on himself. Diego Alvarez showed us the amount of heart, the amount of willpower, and the amount of fight in a true warrior and a true future champion. Alvarez can go home and lay his head on the pillow tonight and sleep well knowing that he never gave up. He never turned his back on his beliefs. He still has his integrity intact, and he made the right choice in renouncing his poor choices and admitting his mistakes, standing on his own and showing that he is his own man. Thank you once again to Pearl Street Pizza for sponsoring this, and thank you everyone for watching.